Mazda's compact crossover has been the brand's bestseller for years, winning over drivers with that rare combination of sharp handling and upscale feel. But the all-new 2026 generation is going to shake things up in ways nobody expected. Some changes are going to make you fall in love all over again, while others might have you questioning whether Mazda lost its way. This is something you absolutely must know before making a decision. First, let's dive into what Mazda got right with this redesign, because there are some genuinely impressive upgrades that are going to redefine what this crossover can do. Number 4. Class-leading handling. Let's talk about something most crossover buyers have just accepted as reality. The idea that family vehicles have to be boring to drive. You resign yourself to numb steering, excessive body lean in corners, and that disconnected feeling where the vehicle is just floating down the road. The daily commute becomes something you endure rather than enjoy. That's where the 2026 CX-5 is going to remind you that crossovers don't have to feel like punishment. Mazda hasn't abandoned what made this vehicle special. That athletic, engaging driving character is not only sticking around, it's getting even sharper with the redesigned chassis. The structure is bringing improved rigidity, which means when you turn the wheel, the CX-5 is going to react precisely and immediately. But here's what separates Mazda from everyone else. They're achieving sharp handling without beating you up with a harsh ride. Most automakers think you need rock-hard suspension to get good cornering. Mazda's engineers have nailed that balance where the CX-5 stays composed through corners while still absorbing bumps smoothly. Body roll is being kept to an absolute minimum, so the vehicle feels planted and confident rather than tippy and nervous. Now that driving engagement is fantastic, but it means nothing if your family can't fit comfortably inside, which brings us to the biggest practical improvement Mazda finally addressed. Number 3. More spacious than before. Here's a pain point that's probably driven countless families away from the CX-5 over the years. You love the way it drives and the upscale interior, but then your teenager sits in the back and immediately complains about their knees hitting the front seat. That's the core problem Mazda is finally solving with the 2026 redesign. The wheelbase is growing by several inches, and every bit of that extra length is going toward passenger comfort. Second row legroom is expanding substantially. Adults are finally going to fit back there comfortably on road trips without their knees pressed against the seat backs. Still, generous cabin space wouldn't mean much without the upcoming efficient yet engaging electrified powertrain option. Number 2. All-new hybrid is coming. Instead of borrowing Toyota's proven system like in the case of the CX-50, Mazda is developing a completely new hybrid setup designed in-house with one core principle: driving engagement comes first. The electric assist isn't just there to boost MPG numbers. It's being engineered to deliver instant throttle response and seamless power delivery, eliminating that frustrating rubber band sensation where you press the accelerator and wait for something to happen. Think about those moments when you need to merge onto a busy highway. With most hybrids, there's hesitation, a delay while the system figures out how much electric versus gas power to send to the wheels. Mazda's system is being tuned to respond immediately, giving you confidence exactly when you need it. Therefore, you're going to get efficiency that could potentially reach 40 miles per gallon while maintaining that connected, responsive feel that makes you look forward to your drive. And if you think that hybrid powertrain is impressive, the way Mazda is evolving the exterior design is going to prove they haven't lost their touch. Number 1. Timeless look. Here's something that keeps buyers up at night when they're about to drop $35,000 or $40,000 on a new vehicle. Will this design still look good in 5 years? Or am I going to regret this styling the moment the next trend hits? Radical redesigns might grab attention on the showroom floor, but they age fast. That directly impacts your resale value when it's time to move on. That's exactly why Mazda's evolutionary approach with the 2026 CX-5 is so smart. Instead of chasing aggressive styling trends, Mazda is refining what already worked beautifully. The new generation is taking those same sophisticated proportions and sharpening the details. The front fascia is getting updated with a slightly wider grille and reshaped headlights that look more modern but still unmistakably Mazda. The side profile maintains those flowing lines, but the new sculpting is creating more visual depth. The rear end is receiving subtle updates too, new taillights with a signature lighting pattern that's more distinctive at night. Therefore, this CX-5 is going to look just as fresh and current a decade from now as it does today, which means stronger resale values. So those are the impressive improvements, but here's where things take a turn. Because Mazda made some decisions with this redesign that are going to frustrate buyers in ways that really matter. Number 3. Just a single powertrain on offer. When you're spending $35,000 to $45,000 on a new crossover, being forced into a one-size-fits-all approach feels limiting. That's exactly the problem with Mazda launching the 2026 CX-5 with only one engine option. The power plant in question is a naturally aspirated 2.5-liter four-cylinder that delivers around 187 horsepower. For daily commuting, it gets the job done, but here's where it falls short. Some buyers need more power for towing or merging confidently in aggressive traffic. Others prioritize maximum fuel economy over everything else. One engine can't satisfy all those different priorities. Don't get us wrong, that engine is great. It's just that many of us can't get over the fact that the Turbo 4 is no longer available, because that was the engine with which the CX-5 chassis was able to show its full potential. But limited engine choices aren't even the most controversial change. Wait until you see what they did to the interior. Number 2. Touchscreen over-reliance. Picture this scenario: you're cruising down the highway, traffic is moving fast, and you need to adjust the climate control because you're getting too warm. In the previous CX-5, that took a split second. Reach down, twist a knob, done. Your eyes stayed on the road. Safe, simple, intuitive. Now imagine that same situation in the 2026 CX-5 with its massive touchscreen dominating the dashboard. You need to look at the screen, find the climate icon, tap it, navigate a menu, adjust a slider. Your eyes are off the road for multiple seconds, and simple tasks become distracting chores. It's fundamentally compromising the driver experience that made the CX-5 special. Mazda used to be the champion of intuitive, driver-focused interiors, but now that philosophy is getting thrown out. The new cabin is going all in on a massive display that stretches nearly the full width of the dashboard, and while it looks impressive, real-world usability is taking a back seat to visual appeal. The elegance of the previous interior is vanishing too. That clean, sophisticated layout is being replaced by a more generic, tech-heavy approach. The minimalist aesthetic that aged so gracefully is gone, replaced by a busier design dominated by that oversized screen. So the interior is becoming more distracting, but if you think that's concerning, the final issue is going to make you question whether Mazda is cutting corners where it really counts. Number 1. 6-speed automatic. Modern transmissions with 8, 9, or even 10 gears can keep your engine in its optimal power band almost constantly. Better performance, smoother operation, and improved fuel economy. You get all at once. That's why it's so baffling that Mazda is sticking with a 6-speed automatic in 2026. The transmission isn't terrible. It's reasonably smooth, and Mazda's reliability track record means it's not going to leave you stranded. But performance and efficiency are being compromised compared to modern alternatives. With only 6 gears, the engine is working harder at highway speeds, spinning at higher RPMs than it needs to. Therefore, the cabin is noisier at 70 miles per hour than it should be. And you're burning more gas than competitors, not dramatically more, but enough that it adds up over thousands of miles. What makes this puzzling is that Mazda has access to better technology. The CX-90 uses an 8-speed automatic that works very well. The decision not to implement similar gearbox feels like cost-cutting that's going to hurt competitiveness. When a buyer is comparing spec sheets and discovers they're getting fewer gears, worse MPG, and slower acceleration than rivals, that's going to influence their purchase decision. So the 2026 Mazda CX-5 is bringing some genuinely exciting upgrades. More space, sharper handling, and that upcoming hybrid system designed for drivers who actually care about engagement. But those compromises with the single engine option, the touchscreen takeover, and especially that outdated 6-speed transmission are going to cost Mazda sales. The question is whether those impressive pros outweigh the frustrating cons for your specific needs, because what works perfectly for one driver might be a deal breaker for another. Therefore, make sure to check out our next video about the changes on the 2026 Toyota RAV4. If you want to really know how catering to different tastes of different buyers should look like, then watch the new RAV4 closely. Toyota now offers 3 distinctive styling approaches, and that's just one of numerous changes on the world's best-selling SUV that changes the model's appeal radically.